All right, Shalom. This is your brother Shamak out of the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Before I get started with the lesson, I want to first start out giving all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in the overseas tabernacle of David. Shalom taught sincere brothers, preach teaching truth across the four corners of the earth. And Shalom taught sincere believers. Okay, here were the lesson concerning as in the times of Noah, okay, or as in the days of Noah. All right. And the inspiration of this video came through an episode on Amazon Prime, and it has 4 parts, and it goes into the times of Noah. I only truly watched the first part. It was about 2 hours long, but the point was being put plainly, okay, and it was basically ultimately they was going into prophecy, okay. They was ultimately going into prophecy, man, and these were Edomites that were going into these episodes, man, or were going into these scriptures, okay. So the Lord's putting that spirit of truth upon everybody, man. Okay? He's pouring that spirit of truth upon everybody. Okay? But before I get that point, I want to grab this text here in the King James Study Bible that I thought would be edifying. So this is, I'll read from where it says 24 verses 35 through 38. Okay? At the bottom, on the left side, at the bottom, it says, verses 35 and 36 warn against attempts to set an exact date for Christ's return. And we know the true name of our power is Yahweh Shai. Okay. The Heavenly Father's true name is Yahweh. All right. Continuing on, it says a return at the end of the church age. To speculate that day or an hour do not eliminate year is a gross oversimplification. The Father only knows the time of Yahweh Shai's return, since it has been set by his authority. See? However, we are given a comparison to the days of Noah. It says, parentheses, Noah and the flood. Okay? It says, which illustrate and prefigure the condition of humanity at the time of Yahweh Shai's return. The last generation, like the one of Noah's day, is pleasure-oriented and self-gratifying by eating and drinking. The reference to marrying and giving in marriage may refer to carrying on the normal course of life without heeding the impending judgment. Okay? It says, verses 39 through 42 through Matthew chapter 24, it says, the observation that the people of Noah's day knew not the severity and suddenness of the coming destruction indicates that this last generation will be totally unprepared for the coming of the Son of Man, the return of Yahweh Shai to judge the world. Okay? And I thought, that's very heavy, man. That's very on point. Okay? With using this study Bible, man. Okay, but just to quickly, pinpoint what I did refer to as in the Edomites, okay, that were going into the episode or going to Noah, Noah and the flood, all right, and were also, prophesying the coming of the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Shai. They may not have the name. But that's where we come in, okay? That's where the men of the Lord, the prophets, come into play. All right. But this is Acts chapter 2, verse 17, because the Lord is putting the spirit of truth upon everybody on the earth, man. All right. This is another spiritual sign that we're at the end. So this is Acts chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Lord, saith the Most High, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Okay. So people are going to be seeing visions. People are going to be prophesying. Okay. And upon all flesh, man. This includes everybody. Everybody is going to have that specific measure of prophecy. All right. But let's pinpoint, Genesis chapter 6. Okay, with Noah and the flood. I wanted to get Genesis chapter 6. I started verse 12. All right, so this is Genesis chapter 6, verse 12, because this is the reason why the flood had to come, as in the same times of why destruction is going to come with fire this time, okay, in the times we're living in right now. All right, this is Genesis chapter 6, verse 12. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them in the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood, rooms thou shalt make it in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without the pitch. Okay, let's get verse 17. Verse 17, and this shows you too that the Lord was dealing with Noah, man. Okay, he was clearly dealing with Noah, and Noah followed the commandment. All right, Verse 17, and building the ark, that is. Verse 17, and behold, I do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. Okay, so what anything that's outside that ark that Noah clearly built, okay, through following the commandment of Yahweh, okay, following the commandment of the Lord, okay, which we're spiritually doing now. So let's get that with First Peter. We're spiritually doing it now. We're spiritually doing the same thing that Noah did. Okay, we're just not physically building a building. Okay, that is going to escape the fire that is coming this time. So let's get at First Peter, chapter 2, verse 5. See, it reads, "Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house." So this time, the Lord's servants, okay, all right, the elect are building up a spiritual house now. It says a holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. So now that's the mediator, man. All right, Yahweh Shah is that mediator between the Israelites and Yahweh. Okay, we need Yahweh Shah. We need him to come back to deliver us, man. All right, to deliver the Israelites, that is. Okay. So let's go back to Genesis chapter 7. All right, back with Noah and the flood, because it's just the same thing that was going on in the time of Noah. Hey, they're going to happen again. History is clearly repeating itself. All right. So this is Genesis chapter 1. No, this is Genesis chapter 7, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, "Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation." So the Lord clearly dealt with Noah, all right, and his family. All right. Verse 4, it says, I'm gonna skip down to verse 4. And it says, let me get these verses as well. Genesis chapter 7, verse 4, it says, "For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from the face of the earth." And see, that's another justification that the Lord can do it. He do what he wants, man. Because the people, we speak upon the judge, we speak upon these prophecies, people are questioning or have a rebuttal of why the Lord would do that. He created everything, all right? But he can also destroy it, all right? Verse 5, "And Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him." And that's what we're doing now. That's what the Lord's servants are doing now. Okay, rehearsing the righteous acts, keeping up with the high holy days, all right? Preaching the words on the highways and byways. We're doing the same thing that Noah did, man. And Noah's preaching as well, man. 120 years, if I'm not mistaken. All right? Verse 6, "And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark because of the waters of the flood." All right? So he had his wife. He had Ham, Shem, and Japheth, how the world was repopulated. Okay? Ham's wife, Japheth's wife, okay, and Shem's wife. That's 8 souls, man. 8 souls were saved. Okay? So this is Genesis chapter 7, verse 16. It reads, "And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as the Most High have commanded him, and the Lord shut him in." See, and that's important. This is a great important scripture. Hey, this is all the Lord's doing. Okay, the Lord shut him in. The Lord closed the door of the ark, man. Where they were, the people was probably banging like a mug, man, when it started raining. Okay, the people ain't think it was gonna happen. They thought Noah was foolish for doing this. All right, and that shows Noah's faith, man. Okay, the earth never been flooded before. Okay, and these people today, in the times we're living in now, these people haven't seen Yahweh Shah come back before. They haven't seen nuclear missiles shot before. Okay, they don't believe these scriptures. That's why we looked at as insane. As the same, they looked at Noah, man. All right, it's no different. Verse 17, "And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the earth." In verse 18, "And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters." All right, say the ark remained. Okay, and Noah clearly. All right. And also, I just want to quickly get while I'm in the book of Genesis, before I go to the book of Matthew, I want to get Matthew, I want to get Genesis chapter 6, Genesis chapter 9, verse 16, because, the rainbow that as we see today, let's see if I can get it. Yep. The rainbow as we see today signifies, that the Lord would not, destroy the earth again with the flood. Okay, he would not flood the earth again, basically. Okay, So I think this is very relevant to pull within the scriptures. All right, this is Genesis chapter 9, verse 13. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all the flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between the Most High and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. All right, so that proves to you the symbolism of the rainbow today, that the Lord would not pollute the earth with a flood again. He would not destroy the earth by the flood again, man, with water. Okay, but this time he's going to do it with fire. All right, this time is coming with fire, man. Okay, so let's get that Matthew chapter 24, verse 36 as the verses we read within the study Bible at the beginning of the lesson. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. And it reads, but of that day and hour knoweth no man. Basically saying that time, hey, know of no man. When you don't know, we don't know exactly when Yahushua is going to return. We just know for sure that he's coming to return. All right, and it's very soon because of the prophecies are coming to pass. We can't say when these prophecies are coming to pass where, oh, he's coming on February 12th of 2022. No, you don't know when. You don't know when he's coming. All right, you just got to pay attention to the signs and stay upright in the spirit and faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, but continuing on, it says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And this was Yahushua speaking. Okay, so that shows you he doesn't even know. All right, but only Yahweh knows. Okay, verse 37. But as in the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. See, so that same those same characteristics and details that we were reading in the study Bible. You know, these people were just self-gratifying, going on the day-to-day actions as life was going on in a normal course. All right, that's what you see today. You know, people worshiping themselves. All right, people worshiping. You know, you got gold. You know, as a word back in the time of Noah, as it's basically to make today's modern NBA trophies and NFL Super Bowl trophies, and rings and gold chains and woman worship, all idolatry, man. All these different principalities and religions and philosophies. Hey, it's the same thing going on, man. People going on day to day with their normal course actions, not understanding that this thing happened quick. It says suddenness. That study Bible mentioned that suddenness, that quickness. All right. People don't take heed to that. They don't consider these things. All right, but that's why what's going to happen at the time of Noah, man. People going to get caught off guard and get put to death. All right, that's not a light thing at all, man. That's clearly not a light thing. Nobody just sit here in their right mind says, oh, I just die. No, man. All right, verse 38. It says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right. So these same times we're living in now, it's gonna be the same thing that Noah was going through, man. In his time. Okay. But this time, people are going to be judged by fire. All right. Not with water this time, but by fire. Okay. And other different plagues before the fire. Because you got pestilence, you got famine. You got the sword by Esau Edom, okay? You got all these different destructions, man, okay? So verse 40, then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, the other left, being delivered, okay? And the other left to be destroyed, all right? Verse 41, it says two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come. See, watch yet therefore, man. Repent to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Take heed to the prophecies that are taking place in the Bible, all right, that are coming to pass, all right, which will let you know that Yahushua is soon to return. So you can be caught in his good mercies, because as he had mercy upon Noah. All right. Verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and when I have suffered his house to be broken up. All right, so if you knew what the exact moment where the thief would come, you would always be on your watch. But since you don't know, because Yahushua is coming a thief in the night, Yahushua is coming a thief in the night, man. So we got to prepare. Stay girded up, man. Stay faithful. Okay? All right? And be on your watch. Be in an upright spirit. All right? Let's get that. I ended off with there. This is the precept that with 1 Peter, Salaki is 2 Peter. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. It reads, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. That's the true thief, man. All right, Yahweh Shai is coming back in a thief in the night. Well, you have no clue. All right, you have no, because nobody know an hour in time. We just patiently waiting. All right, as we're commanded to do. We're patiently waiting upon Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, patiently waiting upon Yahweh Shai's return. Okay, the Son of Man. All right, continue on, says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. See, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. How is anything going to be burned up? By fire. Okay, not flooded, but burned up by fire, man. So this destruction that's coming this time is not going to be by the flood, not going to be by water. It's going to be by fire, by via thermonuclear missiles. Okay, so Lord willing, the lesson was edifying and exhorting concerning the days of Noah, as in the times of Noah were, as the same as the time as return of Yahweh Shai's return shall be. Okay, so I went out by giving all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in the Tabernacle of David. All right, Shalom. Blah, blah, blah. Shalom.